All right, so we've already gone over Silverwolf 9's damage comparison from version 1 to version 3 now at E0S1, and we're going to be looking at a comparison between Evanescia from version 1 to version 3, and it might be a little skewed, right, because of the fact that this one from version 1 does not have S1 and this version does with the Lycone, and you're already probably looking at the number that, oh my god, she's doing less damage in this instance with her ultimate. And I know a lot of people are doom posting about Evanescia's nerfs because of version 3, but I think people are just strictly looking at the main damage number, and they're not looking about all the other instances in which she is doing damage. Now, a key factor into Evanescia is two things, right? Number one is her certified banger. She wants that to be extremely high because that allows her to do more damage. Another key aspect is her crit damage, having it super high, because right here in the talent, Evanescia gains elation equal to 25% of her crit damage. So a key aspect with Evanescia is you want characters who are going to be boosting her certified banger as well as giving her lots of crit damage, either that from the light cone, either that from the relics and ornaments, right? Or even supporting capabilities. And both these showcases shows two things, right? That you have two other elation characters, one with Yao Guang and then the elation MC, and you have Hua Hua as the other option. Now, you could run as a stainless option if you want to run the likes of either Sunday or Sparkle, because of that ability to boost her own crit damage, which allows her to have more elation, and if you plan accordingly, that's a lot of damage you can be doing. Another thing that I think a lot of people are just not fully understanding and or forgetting about is that her follow-up damage from her Fox, if I can, Fox isn't showing up right here, but is the Fox. And you can see right here that, okay, it deals 12%. Okay, yeah, cool, whatever, right? But to all enemies, it regenerates 10 energy, but now it's just dealing 12% of attack to all enemies as well, so same amount. But the good thing here is that I do think the frequency in which the follow-up attacks are going to be a lot better. Not even to mention Eidolons, right? Being able to boost the crit damage, that's actually very valuable at E1, and E2, basically swapping the E1 into the E2 at that current point, and then also being able to additionally gain a large amount of certified banger, which further boosts her own damage. Now, in comparison to the Silverwolf 9s, right, I do think, unfortunately though, that Evanescia is more of a character, if you vertically invest into both of them, they're both going to be seeing massive increases in upgrades to their overall damage, right? But I do think, even just looking right here at E2 and E1 for Evanescia, I think it benefits you, the player, to vertically invest into Evanescia more so than it would Silverwolf 9s. Now, SW9s getting E2 is very good. Being able to have an extra instance in your God mode player mode is very good, while as also being able to have that excess flow MMR to be more valuable, I think is very good. But it's just, overall, vertically investing into one of these characters, I do think, like I said, both of them are going to be good, but I do think Evanescia benefits a heck of a lot more because of the E1 and E2. And like I said, the overall damage numbers might seem lower, but I do think the frequency in which she is going to be doing damage actually counterbalances that quite a bit. So it's going to be interesting. You do also have the fact that she wants to have other characters of the elation path. You can see right here when there are 3 or 2 or 1 enemies. Okay, so never mind, enemies on the field. Here we go. When a teammate with the elation skill participation ID lower than Evanescia gains certified banger, Evanescia converts 30% or 50% of that into her own certified banger, which further boosts her own damage. So you want as many elation characters as you can on the team, and that's why both of these showcases have Yao Guang and elation MC. And I do think at some point we are going to be getting a sustain character of the elation path to run mainly more so on the Evanescia team in comparison to SW9s. But I do think overall Evanescia is not super dead as a lot of people want it to make it out to be. I do think she is actually still a very, very good character, and might actually require a little bit more of finesse when it comes to playing her instead of SW9s. And depending on what kind of player you are, you might like that or you might hate that. Personally, I think that is very good. It adds a good duality between the two characters.